Elle here from Beyond Expectations. In this video, I'm going to answer one of you lovely ladies' question. I'm going to read it out and I'm going to answer it for you. And it goes like this. Hi Elle, I'd like to ask you this. Where do you find your energy? I'm also a mother of two wonderful girls and happily married. Sometimes I feel so tired. Thank you so much for your fantastic question. I feel like this is a very common topic for humans in general, for women, for mothers, for people in relationship, for people who work full-time, for people who stay at home. I get so tired. This is a very, very big problem. I find a lot of people in the Western community suffer with, always being so busy, always having something on. So I'm going to answer you the question of what you can do moving forward. I'm also going to let you in on a big secret, and I'm also going to tell you a mistake a lot of people make. Now let me answer the question in the middle, which is my secret. My secret is I also get very tired and worn out just from life in general. With so much uncertainty during COVID, with so much uncertainty in the world, in our global community, I mean, it's easy just to feel exhausted from paying attention to the news. But in life in general, I have two kids, I have an unwell husband, I have work commitments, I have all these things to contend with, family commitments, community commitments, all that, and yes, I do get tired too. Now, a thing that I feel that people often make the mistake of, and I'm going to get to a bigger mistake later, but I think this one should be addressed early on, is that we think that we're limitless in terms of energy. Think of your energy levels like a tank of gas or a tank of petrol if you're an Aussie or from the UK, where you only have so much per day. You don't want to be giving it out frivolously. And what do I mean by that? Well, if there's people that you know who are energy vampires and they just suck the energy from you, and when you spend time with them, they just suck you dry and you feel tired and worn out. You need to limit the amount of time that you interact with them. If you work with them, try to keep your conversations at a minimum and just try to avoid deep conversation with them in general. It's impossible to avoid them completely, but just limit the time that you spend with them, because you will find they drain you and they drain your tank quickly. There's another thing where I find that if I go to a particular supermarket at a particular time, I always see a bunch of people that always like to chat, and that's great, but if I'm in a rush or I'm tired, that's not going to work out for me. So I will avoid it at those particular times when my tank is a little bit low. So that's something that you can also keep in mind as well if your energy levels are a lot lower. Now, also, I don't have limitless energy, but I will tell you a secret of mine, and what helps me to have a lot of energy is the foods that I eat. It's very important. This is a big mistake I see a lot of women make, is that they reach for a sugary treat, a sugary drink, a coffee, some sort of quick pick-me-up because they're lacking in energy. And what you have is lots of highs and lows. You know, John and I are advocates for one day cheat day. That's for longevity. I've had a cheat day for over 10 years, and I often have more than one. But ultimately, you need to be eating whole foods, nutrient-dense foods. People get way too caught up on the calories. They get way too caught up on the amounts of food, but they're not thinking about what they're actually eating. You want to eat fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, and stay away from tinned, packaged, anything that comes in a can or a box or some sort of form of package is usually bad for you. You want to stick to things that come from the ground, nutrient-dense food. That's going to give you your energy. You need your vitamins, you need your minerals, you need all those important things to help your body to function, and that's going to come from the food that you eat. Sugary treats are not going to do it for you. You'll have a high and then you'll come crashing back down and you'll be even more tired than before you had it. I often find that people undereat, and generally around the 3 o'clock mark, that's when they fall off the deep end because they just haven't eaten enough. They'll get home from work or school or any commitments or being at home with the kids all day, put the kids to bed or finish up for the night, and that's when they have massive snack attacks. They just eat everything, chocolates, biscuits, cookies, those leftover pizza from the other night. They just stuff it all in their face because they haven't eaten enough throughout the day. Their body's starved, their body's deprived, and that's something that your body cannot be fooled with for long. You cannot starve your body for a long period of time and get away with it. Eventually you will crack, something will happen, you have a car accident, someone will get sick, you'll lose your job, your child gets sick, whatever. It'll be emotional, you'll click and you'll just binge eat everything inside. This is bad. You don't want to do this. The way that you can avoid it is by having nutrients dense food. That's going to give you more energy. It's going to enable you to sleep better, because people who consume large amounts of sugar, refined foods, they don't sleep well because you've got all that sugar pumping through your body. Okay, so that is really important. My energy comes from nutrient dense foods. That's where it comes from. Don't get caught up on the 1 day cheat day. You need to be thinking about the 6 days of the week that you need to be eating whole foods every 2 to 3 hours and elevate your resting fat burning rate. And that is going to give you longevity in the long term, give you more energy, and make you less tired. My suggestion to you would be, moving forward, make sure that you can ultimately have between 6 to 8 hours of sleep a night. 8 hours would be best. If you're able to have a little cat nap in the middle of the day, go ahead and do that. That's not something I personally am able to do, but if there was an opportunity, I'd certainly take it. Between 20 minutes to an hour, they say, is generally best. Otherwise you can oversleep and maybe not be able to sleep so well at night, so do that. Also, make sure you stay hydrated, drink plenty of water, stay away from sodas and orange juices and coffees and mocha schmocha wokas, or whatever they're called nowadays. Drink water. Water is very good for you. And make sure you're eating nutrient dense food. Try to have a bedtime at the same time each night. I know it's really hard because you get caught on the latest Netflix drama and you don't want to go to sleep. Look, save it for the weekend. Try your best to have a bedtime and uptime during the week. Usually it can work out for you, particularly if you have children and you have to get them to school, pick them up, all that sort of stuff. You have a job, you have to get up, go to your job, whatever the case may be. Structure during the week is usually easier to do. I really do hope this helps and gives you a plan moving forward. Don't fall into the trap and mistake I see a lot of people make of diving in for the sugary treat when you're feeling tired. Drink more water, eat nutrient dense food, get to bed on time, and make sure that you don't stay up watching the latest Netflix drama, which is easy to do for all of us. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, all that good stuff. Head on over, grab your free copy of Elle, 7 Rules from Beyond Expectations. It's John and I's gift from us to you. We hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you in our next one. Thanks so much. Bye.